So then you finished your degree. If I were to just rush through the timeline, and you got back to India. And then what happened? You joined the professional school.
So being a salsa addict, you can't keep your legs tied up when you come back to Chennai, right?
Okay.
So actual plan was to go back to UK, apply for my PhD, and get into that. So, but in the meantime, I'm in India and I have to dance because I've become an addict already in that 1 year of my stay.
Okay.
So
it's like you need a fix.
Yeah,
Your dance fix.
Yeah. So I actually kind of spoke to a couple of people in Chennai, and so one of them was Lud Vijay. So I spoke to him, and apparently Lud Vijay someone mentioned to me about Lud Vijay when I was in the UK. So that was much easier to actually.
All right. So his name and fame had reached there.
Yeah, because Lud Vijay has been. Promoting salsa for a couple of years, even before I came to India.
Okay.
So he has already invited some artists from abroad to India. So I met one of them who kind of mentioned about Lud Vijay because I was going back to India.
There's a I wouldn't say feeling. There's an impression that salsa dancers always have to be tall, slim, flat stomach. You look like Romeo. That's a public impression. So is it good for fat people? Tubby guys, not really physically all there.
I think size really doesn't matter as long
That's
as.
what they all say.
Yeah. No, actually it is true because one of the best instructors across the world is called Super Mario.
Okay.
I used to give him as an example. He's called the Million Moves Man. Women die to dance with him.
Okay.
So whenever someone comes up with me, size matters, I tell him, what Super Mario, and he is an inspiration for all our dancers.
So what was he? Big and fat?
Yeah, he's tall and big.
Okay, and then he's still.
Yeah, and he dances so well that all women die to dance with him.
Okay.
So actually size doesn't matter. It's about how you move, how you enjoy. It's not a performance. It's not like a show thing. It's about how you enjoy the dance, how you express the music, and that's it.
There are lots of Hollywood movies that have projected salsa and then made that into a worldwide phenomena. So were you also part of that? The fact that you actually walked into a salsa club is because did you like all these movies that you saw? Any of them you remember?
My first salsa class, my idea of first I have to take up salsa class was because I watched this movie Shall We Dance.
Okay. Who's that?
Richard Gere and Jennifer
Oh,
Lopez.
okay. That random thing. He comes back from work and he keeps dropping off at this club.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think that have inspired a lot of people, but I took it quite seriously.
Well, that was something. Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah.
Okay. That's enough to inspire most people. But that's what.
No,
triggered yours.
the thing about him, I'm doing this for 20 years. What is life all about? So then he goes for a dance class.
Okay. So in India, how do you see the response? Now that you're back here, how do you see the response here in Chennai to start with?
I really love being in India and actually doing it, like teaching full time. See, one was a selfish reason to stay back in India and start teaching because you walk into salsa night and you want to dance, and if there are not enough people or the quality that you dance is
That's
not
true.
there,
Yeah.
so obviously you want to do something to change the scenario because I want to dance. But once I started teaching, I started enjoying teaching. So then,
Okay.
then I thought, okay, I have to do this.
In Chennai, you have salsa nights. Actually, people come dance to that?
Yeah,
and
even-
you have a crowd?
Even before I came to Chennai, there were the salsa nights have already started, and Chennai has 4 salsa nights, and I host one of them.
Okay. When you say 4 salsa nights every week or every month?
Every week.
Oh, all right.
So,
different clubs.
Yeah, different clubs.
So where does it go? Give me a name for a few clubs.
Say I host it on Tuesdays at Star Rock, the
All
Spring
right.
Hotel. So
Okay.
that's what I host. There's one
Okay.
on Thursdays at Radisson Blue, on Saturdays
Oh, I
in
see.
GRT, on Sundays at Havana. Havana has been the longest running club. In
Yeah, well,
Chennai.
the name also goes along
yeah,
well.
it goes well
Havana.
with salsa. Yeah.
Okay. And do they charge people to come inside and do something?
It depends.
Learn, for example. at
Say
that
if I'm
club?
doing a workshop or something, then there's a charge. It depends on the club, because obviously the clubs also have to make some business
Yes.
out of it. So it depends on the club if they want to charge it or not.
Okay, so it always looked very complex when you see salsa. I mean, there's set moves, or maybe they know the dance so well that it looks like it's set. They're probably going along and inventing it as they dance. But how is it for people after a drink? You able to do it after a drink? I mean, because most people go to a club and just get zonked and then they dance. But this is obviously not that kind of dance.
Maybe a drink is okay.
Okay. So it is a dance not for drinking and dancing.
Yeah, I mean, if you're too much into drinking, then you probably have drink and watch the people dance. So let the others have the chance of dancing with the, with the
Yeah.
hot women who come. But
Oh, I like that. Hot women who come. All right.
that's an incentive that you get, right?
But the girls will take to it as really easily, or they also find it as tough as the men to learn it, or do they accept? I mean, drift into salsa dancing easier?
See, to start with, it's easier for women because it's easy to follow.
Okay.
So men, it's hard because you need to lead, go ask a woman for a dance, and it's harder for men to start with.
Okay.
It's all mental thing. So
Yeah.
once you start, once you have a little confidence, then it's all you're a part
Yeah,
of
and
each
you
other.
were telling me that how you even look at salsa dancing as more of an icebreaker. So actually, he did tell me that dancing to salsa is also like a socially interactive method of meeting people at a place. So we come back, find out how did he benefit from that, and do people in Chennai use that? Go to a dance club?